ada juga yang langsung ke sungai Om. Full.
Hello, good afternoon Tribuners. Welcome back with me Mutiara in Indonesia News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here are the complete news. The first news is 5 landslide victims in Rompe Garden Village not yet found. Efforts to search for the 5 victims of the landslide that occurred in Rompe Garden Village, Cenrana district were hampered by uncertain weather conditions. In addition, the search was also hampered by cut telecommunication lines. This was conveyed by the commander of the 1422 Meros Military District, Lieutenant Colonel Infantry Muhammad Hujairin on Wednesday, the 28th of December 2022. He said the search was carried out along the river using a rubber boat. Hujairin said a total of 19 residents were victims in this incident. That people have been evacuated to the Cenrana Community Health Center. However, he said that the victims' psychological condition still needed time for psychological recovery. Cenrana Sub-District Head Ismail Majid said that 5 victims were Ami with the age 31 years old, Dila with the age 6 years old, Adel with the age 12 years old, Chechung with the age 3 years old, Rumang with the age 80 years old. He said 4 houses were evacuated by the landslide. 3 of them are missing and it's not yet known whether they were buried in a landslide or carried away by river water. Apart from the house, temporary information is that there were 2 parked cars that were washed away into the river. The next news is, due to heavy rains in Maumere City, the walls of residence houses collapsed. The heavy rain that hit Maumere City, Sikarajansi, made the roads full of puddles on Wednesday, the 28th of December 2022 mid-afternoon. Not only that, resident settlements in the landslide were also evacuated because water entered the house. As a result of the rain that didn't stop either, the wall of resident Madawat Village, Alok District, Sikarajansi, are to be precise at Kalimati Maumere collapsed. The collapse of the wall caused a resident's house to be crushed by the rains of collapsed wall. This was revealed on live Facebook in Maumere from the incident location on Wednesday, the 28th of December 2022 afternoon. The collapsed wall in the settlement shook residents. Residents are currently cleaning up the location using makeshift tools. Residents clear soil and stone material from the collapsed shrines. The incident of the collapse of the wall in Kalimati Maumere Ribat, Madawat Village, Alok District is still being collected about the loss suffered. Until now, TribunFlores.com is at the location of the collapse of the wall that hit a resident's house to interview the parties. The next news is, the king cobra snake entered the resident houses in Trenggalek. The resident of Tanjung Hamlet, Ngadi Mulyo Village, Kampak District, Trenggalek Regency, were shocked by the appearance of a king cobra snake on Tuesday, the 27th of December 2022. The snake appeared in Anang Mulyono's yard at around 5 p.m. At that time, he was busy repairing his bicycle pankal. He was surprised when his wife, who was not far from where she was on the move, suddenly screamed loudly. That scream could be said to have saved Anang's life because the king cobra was very close to him. Meanwhile, he was concentrating on repairing his bicycle and paid little attention to the surrounding condition. Anang suddenly stood away from the reptile animal. This movement was also responded to by King Cobra, who changed its direction from going into Anang's house to turning into the garage of the house. Neighbors also flocked to Anang's house, but they don't want to take the risk because what they face is an animal that can be deadly. Meanwhile, the head of the Fire and Non-Fire Rescue Section, Civil Service Police Unit, and then Trenggalek Regency Fire Department, Burhanuddin explained that his team, together with 2 fire volunteers, immediately went to the location as soon as they received the report. According to Burhanuddin, the snake with the scientific name Ophiophagus hana is looking for food. During the evacuation process, the officers who were experts did not find any significant obstacles. It's just that the snake was indeed very aggressive. The next news is suspicious object similar to a grenade stir up residents in Bogor. Residents of Pondok Manggis Village, Bajang Baru Village, Bojonggede District, Bogor Regency were shocked by the discovery of grenade-like object on Wednesday, the 28th of December 2022. The grenade-like object was located on the edge of the ditch in front of a resident's house and was first discovered by the home owner at around 6:30 a.m. After seeing the grenade-like object, he took the initiative to secure his family to a safer place. After that, an online motorcycle taxi passed by who then reported the finding to the police who were on patrol. Finally, the message was conveyed to the bomb squad who arrived at around 10:15 a.m. After bomb disposal officer from Kelapa II Depok West Java arrived, the grenade-like object was immediately seized by officers. However, he did not know more about the grenade-like object. Besides that, he admitted that he was surprised that there was a foreign object. This is because the day before the waterway had just been tidied up by his neighbor. The next news is COVID-19 is sloping. The Bogor City Field Hospital is no longer operating. Bogor City Field Hospital is no longer operating. The hospital, which was intended for when the COVID-19 pandemic hit the city of Bogor, has officially stopped operating since August 2022. The closure of the field hospital is in line with the slowing down of the COVID-19 case in Bogor City, and life is getting more normal as the central government relaxes community activities. The goods owned by the Bogor City Field Hospital are now being prepared to enter into the regional assets of the city Bogor. Starting from mattresses to oxygen and other items related to COVID-19 patient service, they have been included in regional assets. Ari explained that his party, which is also part of the Regional Disaster Management Agency, is coordinating with the Bogor City Regional Finance and Assets Agency. His party began coordinating the items in the field hospital and could be transferred to agencies that needed them. However, long before the assets were handed over to the Bogor City government, Ari said that the field hospital became a hospital that was busy when the city of Bogor experienced a spike in cases. The next news is Gus Samsudin gets a new title from the Surakarta Hadiningrat Kasunanan Palace. The Surakarta Hadiningrat Kasunanan Palace Customary Council gave a new title to Gus Samsudin, namely the title of Nobility Kanjeng Raden Tumenggung. Previously, the owner of Padepokan Nurzat Sejati had received the title of Raden Tumenggung Samsudin Condro Dipo. The awarding of this nobility title was carried out directly by the chairman of the Customary Council, GKR Wandanasari Kois Murtia or Gus Timung. After being granted this noble title, Gus Samsudin's title was changed to Kanjeng Raden Tumenggung Samsudin Condro Negoro. Gus Timung said that the awarding of this new title had been carried out in November 2022. According to Gus Timung, this title was given to community leaders. Gusti hopes that by giving this new title to Gus Samsudin, he will do more good to the community. The last news is hand over the Navy Post Chief Staff. Commander of the Indonesian National Armed Forces Admiral Yudo Margono officially handed over the position of Naval Staff Chief to Admiral Muhammad Ali on Tuesday, the 29th of December 2022 at the headquarters of Indonesian National Navy Cilangkap East, Jakarta. On Wednesday, the 28th of December 2022, Admiral Ali was appointed by President Joko Widodo as Chief of the Naval Staff, replacing Admiral Yudo, who is now Commander-in-Chief of Indonesian National Armed Forces. Now Yudo Margono is handing over his previous position, namely Chief of Naval Staff, to Admiral Muhammad Ali this Thursday. The handover ceremony for the position of Chief Staff of Navy took place at around 9 a.m. In the video, Yudo has handed over the baton laid by the Chief of Naval Staff to Muhammad Ali. Well, I think that's all the news for today with me, Mutiara. Don't forget to follow us in YouTube Tribun Lampung News Video, Facebook Tribun Lampung, Instagram at Tribun Lampung, and TikTok at Tribun Lampung. And TikTok for Tribun Lampung for further information. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.